but it is set up. I will never not have some technical difficulties doing this. All right, is everything we good? Yeah, everything looks good. Feel like I should wait for people to come in, but yeah, okay. Everything's looking good. I guess technically I could have changed my settings, but since I'm not doing the multi-stream, but it's fine. Anyways, I'm just gonna press play on our jams. Alright, so if anyone has been following me, yeah, this is taking like too long. I mean, is it though? Because I mean, all things considered, I've been mainly doing the work on stream, and we've only totaled maybe like 7 hours. I don't know. Anyways, this is what she's looking like. I know, I added the strength. Not 100% about the fingertips, mainly also because of the background. But basically we're just gonna be working on the background, and I'm going to spiral into insanity. But it's fine, because F it, we ball, you know? It's fine. Also, you know what? I forgot to turn on my fan. No wonder the audio doesn't sound terrible. It's fine. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not on the high setting. I need to chill. Okay. Alright. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So yeah, anyways, I'm probably not gonna be on for too long, but also, who knows? But yeah, anywho, yeah, we're gonna work on the eyeballs today, mainly because look at this, and look at that. See, this is what happens when you change the background. I can catch more things, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, yes, so the plan is to add a bajillion eyeballs looking in the background, and then what's gonna happen, actually, hold on a second. Yeah, nah, that doesn't look as good. Basically, I'm gonna add a bunch of eyeballs in the background, and then activate this layer, this one, so it's actually, because the clipping layer on this one is actually multiplied, so basically it'll be a gradient going down, so hopefully that translates well. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. But yeah, and we gotta do this as sketchy as possible. Gosh dang it. Okay. Yeah. So basically, we're just gonna be drawing a bunch of eyes this stream, and I don't even know what I'm gonna be talking about. Because I never know what I'm gonna be talking about. I just kind of jump up here because, I mean, I need to practice anyway, so why not? Anyways, So yeah, how's everyone doing? I know I'm just talking to myself, but you know, I have to be polite. I have to be considerate. Uh, yeah, everything's going great over here. Went to, went to, what? Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, oh man, okay. Anyways, I'm debating on whether or not I should also do Minecraft live streams, which would probably be easier on that way that is concerned. Though I'm not sure how that would go. But, you know, we'll figure it out. I mean, it's been a it's like it's my ultimate it's still my ultimate goal is to be a Minecraft YouTuber. It's been well over 10 years. Maybe like 13, 14 years. It's still unfortunately, well, no. Okay. Generally it's gaming altogether, and that has definitely been when did I get my iPod? The wonderful world of watching dudes play video games and being like, oh my god, I want to do that, has been a long-standing one. I'm just saying. I don't even, for real, I don't even know if some of them still upload. I think one of them do. I don't know. It's been a minute. I'd have to check the channel. I'm still subscribed, I think. But I basically worshipped the ground they walked on because I was like 8. And I definitely probably shouldn't have been watching them, but I was like 8 and it was funny. They were all funny, so it's like, okay, yeah, I wanna do this. I wanna play video games online and get paid for it. I actually have I had a clip, because I didn't know what a capture card was yet. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what, I'm assuming it was a capture card back then, but I have no idea what they were using back then to record stuff. So I set up a little iPod. Honestly, I can't even remember if it was the Touch or the Nano, but I set it up and recorded. If I can't even remember if it was just me or if it was like me, my mom, and my cousin. But I recorded us playing Mario Galaxy, and I thought that was the coolest thing like ever to like do that. But like I didn't post it mainly because I was just like, okay, I obviously don't know how they're recording this, so that never went anywhere. But I really would like to like record myself playing games, but I think, I don't know, just like, I don't know, just like, this is technically, you know, an art channel, so I'm just like, do I do that? I mean, it's not like a traditional art channel, so I might have a bit of wiggle room with that, but I don't know. Just like, make another channel. I already have another channel. I don't like it. Just like, I'd rather everything just be on the one. Just like, and I know I can, technically. I mean, there's no rules. It's just, you know, I I don't know. We'll figure that out. Because I mean, I did technically try to upload the one, but I took it down. But you know, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out. But anyways, this is gonna take forever. You know, I mean, it would probably go by faster if I worked on the bigger ones first and then did the smaller itty bitty baby ones after, but when have I ever made smart decisions? Never. Never ever. Never ever ever. But yeah, okay. I had a... Oh, hi! Thank you! I just had a moment of fear where I thought I was drawing on the wrong layer. But I think we're good. We are good. Okay. Currently we are drawing a bunch of eyes and staring in the background, and it's gonna look really cool, I promise. But yeah, I think I could get away with gaming live streams. I mean, look, every account that I have is a mess. My original Tumblr account is a mess. My newer one is still a mess. My Twitter, God rest her soul, was a mess. It's still up. I just don't use it. And I don't link to it because ew. But it's fine. But yeah, Twitter was a mess. Blue Sky's a mess now. Blue Sky's a mess now. My TikTok is only really consistent just because it yells at me every time I try to be funny. Not related to art. So I kind of gave up on that. Which you would think, like, hey, maybe don't do that on YouTube either then. But what I have going on YouTube Shorts seems to not really be bothering, or if I uploaded a random video, I don't think that would bother. I don't think that would bother my main thing. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that. Basically, yeah, I was just like, I don't think it would mess up. I don't think anything would mess up anything else. But also, I could be severely wrong, and that's why the last two shorts that I did completely flopped. Oh, hey, Starry! Yeah, I think I'm gonna do game live streams just because then that would be fun. Especially because I don't know how often I will be able to do art live streams, especially when my butt gets kicked and I suddenly get stricken with art block. That's always a possibility. Unfortunately, I drew this. Yeah, I drew this in low-key a haze because I got an idea off of Pinterest. It looks nothing like this, but I ran with it, and what do you know? It actually looked good. So here we are. But will that happen again? Though, ooh, yay! More OC lore. I'll yap it away in the meantime, but yeah. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna change that. Gosh, dang it. I hope that wasn't weird. Okay. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're about to go into September, which means I have a perfect excuse to start drawing my Halloween one, which I'll just call those streams preparing for Halloween. Mainly because it's funnier. This is so cool. Okay, I'm sorry. Is she like, is she like an H2O mermaid type deal, or nah? Just koi fish themed. Honest. Oh, and then you guys, if I do the gaming streams, then you guys can witness the insanity that is me trying to 100% my Genshin map. Also, I think my friends are trying to kidnap me to do Skywars on Minecraft. Ooh, what's the ability? Oh, but the Minecraft thing would be much easier to get away with a little, well, mainly because I know what I'm doing. Well, Minecraft in general would be easier, but to get away with. In my head. Mainly because I just know what I'm doing with it. I do know what I'm doing with that. Oh, cool. She's mischievous. A little mischief maker. I did not finish this properly. Okay. I wonder if this is gonna, well, it'll look cool once they turn all the filters on. I also think I still have to hide a potato-shaped eyeball in here. Well, okay, technically, I feel like the actual, like, iris counts. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Also, I don't think I'm gonna be here for too long because I am in Spain without the S because I went to a park yesterday and funnily enough got on many a water ride and many a water slide and many a lot of things and so many roller coasters, and also so many freaking stairs. I never want to go. I won't say never, but also mm, it was so much. Oh man. So yeah, anyways, my life hurts, so I might not stay on as long, and by might not stay on as long, I mean, I say that, but I'm probably lying. So, it's fine. I'm gonna end up being here for like until the playlist goes out. Which usually is what happens. Or like the first time when it was like almost out. Which I think is a good limiter? I don't know. I don't know when I'm going with that. Timer? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways. I like this. But yeah, I really like your OC story. She sounds fun. No problem. There's part of me that feels like I regret starting this and doing this in such a way, but unfortunately, I have to commit to the bit with a million eyeballs. I'm not counting. If I count, I'll cry. So we gonna do this. We're committed. We are committed to the bit. And then after this, I'm going to treat myself by continuing to draw these eyeballs because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish them in this stream at all. But I'm going to continue drawing these, and I'm also going to keep rewatching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Ah, yes. Chaos Junkie. Yes. I'm loving the OC lore, guys. Ooh, collab. I would say I should make an alien OC just so I don't feel left out, but I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Also, I have a very insane problem where I just have to have all of my characters in the same universe, so I don't even know where they would fit in that, because this is very high fantasy. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I think the smart plan would be to make his eyeball bigger. Yep, okay. I hope, like, as an, I don't know how to explain this. I hope this gives off, like, the kind of sketchy, old school creepypasta vibe that I assume that I'm, like, going for. Because, I mean, I'm just kind of winging it. But, like, yeah, you know, the sketchy looking eyeballs. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add. Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not sure what I'm gonna add to the. Yeah, no, I'm not sure if I'm gonna add like blood to the to this one, mainly because it seems and it works out well. Maybe some red around the puppet's mouth, especially with it being stitched. Maybe some there, but otherwise, I'm not sure. Because this looks pretty cool as it is, which I feel like I should be slightly worried. Not really. This is like a joke. Just like, oh no, she's growing out of her edgy phase. It's just like, no, I'm not. It's just, these are really cute without being all gored up. And I mean, Danny was kind of, well, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't want to traumatize a bunch of people, so I'm going to shut up. But anyways, yeah, no, she was going for like the, you know, the cute, creepy vibes, and I mean, that's what I got. So, you know. Yes, like that is indeed what I got. It's just I don't know. I'm not, yeah, no. This is like we're literally doing the Halloween one like next month. And that is my egregious amount of blood drawing. If I do nothing else, that's the one. I still don't know what I'm doing for that, by the way. The last one was really cool. I'm like, yeah, the last one was really cool because there was the hands reaching out towards her, and then the addition of the moon was pretty awesome. Yeah, no, the addition of the moon was pretty awesome when I first did it, and I'm wondering if there's anything I can do. Man, I remember getting hashtagged, censored, and free roams. Good times. But yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing for the Halloween one. And then also, I need to lock in so I can draw Monica properly. Not just a bust, but like a full thingy as a freaking witch. And then also, possibly, commit to the bit with Celine, because she's canonically just a witch. And then also, possibly, potentially, involve Alex in some sort of way. Which these are other OCs. Yeah, which are other OCs that I have. Yeah. Ooh, well, guys, yeah, you guys will probably meet them eventually whenever I draw them next. It's fine. No, you know what will be absolutely crazy? If I do what I did in I don't think I will, because whatever was going on this past January, I was insane. I think I got possessed by a demon, and I just drew my little heart out. But it would be really funny if I managed to pull that off again and did a bunch of, but also did a bunch of art streams. I'm just drawing my OCs, my two OCs, who are the fan favorites of my heart, because I love them. I drew them like, maybe did like 3 or 4 drawings featuring them, at least 3 together, and then 1 with Homie by himself. But I was happy with him by himself because it was like one of the scenes that I've been imagining in my head that I actually wrote. I wrote the story down for that one. Which I was really happy. Okay, here's a funny story. I write the original. The original. It's called The Incident. It was 15 pages. The 15 pages had basically Act 1, Act 2, well, maybe not acts. It was Scene 1, Scene 2, transitioned into Scene 3 and 4, then, like, the small intermission bit transitioning into Act 5. And then Act 6, and then Act 7, maybe? I might be overestimating a little bit on those. But generally, and it was all written out. It was 15 pages, and it was pretty, it was pretty straightforward. We have my 1OC. Okay, it starts out with my 1OC. She's a prego. She's the pregante. She's chilling. She's about to go back to bed because it's late. Then there's a bunch of assassins. They don't realize that she's not human, so she deals with it And then her husband comes out, and he's upset because of his own personal childhood traumas that, well, he needed a therapist for it. I'm not really sure if he got one, says the creator of the universe. Not really sure if he ever got one. But yeah, it brought some things back up. So he was upset. She was upset because, again, baby. So basically, after they figure out who sent the assassins, she was just like, yeah, let's just go burn their city down. I'll do one half, you do the other one, and then we can just come back home and go to bed before the sun even comes up. And she wasn't technically wrong. They could do that before the sun comes up. Technically, she could just... Anyways. So, he tells her to go to bed. And then he goes and does it himself. Now, I would like to say, the people who... They are cartoonishly evil. But anyways... Basically, he goes and burns half of the city because she said, I'll do one half, you do the other. So he does his half and leaves the other half alone because that's his way of her not being mad at him. Which I will try to do a comic of this because it's dark. Like, if you think about it for too long, it's dark. I never really, like, the man originally was the big bad of the freaking story in, like, draft 0. I've never had that. I've never tried Boldak. But yeah, so yeah, he used to be the freaking big bad, like the main big bad, and it changed mainly because I gave the man a love interest and it was just really cute. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, no, he used to be the big bad. And things like that still show through because, again, he burns half of the city down. There's people there, but this is just to send a message towards the insanely rich evil family who owns the city and half of the continent. And in doing so, it's probably, like, maybe he should have just taken them out, but he got him where it hurts, which was their city isn't safe, or their city isn't as safe as they thought it was. It's a whole thing. And then also with leaving them alive and understanding what, like, lingering impending doom feels like, they don't want to feel it again. They're immortal and rich and terrible people, so they're gonna do their darndest to not feel it again. So basically he just says, like, don't ever come around here again, and if you do, I will... The one half of the city was just it was basically just, it was just a warning, because I will do worse if y'all come back here. Anyways, after that, which, you know, totally sane decision, by the way. After that, he goes home, blah blah blah. Then we find out it was Monica, homegirl, who's pregante, telling the story to her new friends, who look at her like she's crazy. Okay, see you, sorry. Oh jeez, I think this would, maybe I should just save the little irises for last. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save those for last, because I feel like this might go by a little bit faster. Anyways, so she tells the story to her friends. They're horrified, because what do you mean your husband burnt down the city? What do you mean you gave him the idea and we're okay with it? What do you mean? Why are you telling this story to us all lovingly, with the most heartsick look in your eyes? What is going on? Especially because, like, for context, the city that he burnt half down of has been around for thousands and thousands of years. In the story, this is like the Eternal Empire. That is its nickname. That is the nickname. That is what everyone calls it. It's been around since forever. It's one of, like, the original grand city, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's just ancient, absolutely ancient. So he took it down. He took half down as a warning, so that was the problem, basically. But anyways, that's basically the story. And apparently, I got it done. Was able to tell it in 15 pages. I can't remember how many words, but 15 freaking pages. But oh my gosh. So, I don't know how to really explain it without, because this is going up on the internet. The internet's forever. Well, mostly. Because technically I could take this down and no one would ever see it, because no one watches me like that. So it's fine. But I don't know how else to describe this besides, like, as, like, mid-panic, for various reasons. And then I was just like, okay, well, you know, I think, like, a sane thing to do with our time is to let's just rewrite it. Let's just rewrite it. So I go and rewrite the thing, and somehow I found 10 pages, 10 more pages of words. Actually, I think 11. I think it went from 20, no, it went from 15 pages to, like, 26 in this rewrite. And I was just steady going. I don't know where I found the words. Because, like, well, okay, the scenes weren't identical, but for the most part, it was fine. Like, you know, it was like, basically, it's the same story. It's just, like, you know, had more razzle dazzle pizzazz with it, and, like, it was great. And I was just like, yeah, this is perfect. I'm never writing anything ever again. I'm not rewriting it. But then I was just like, okay, well, hey, let's just redo this one scene, this one single scene, one teeny little tiny little scene, just so the perspectives don't switch around. That was it. That was all I was supposed to do. Then I was gonna just paste it in or make a new document and paste it in. I don't know. I really don't know where I was going with that. Then I didn't stop. It didn't stop at the one scene. I kept going. I kept going. And mind you, extended the scene just a little bit because that one was like an extra 100 words or so. I can't even remember. But that's not the point. It just kept going. It kept going. So then there was like a whole extra chunk of like describing him leaving the room and leaving the castle. Did I also mention he's the dragon? He's the Dragon King. It's fine. Anyways. Yeah, so so in doing so, and I'm still not done. I still have to finish this one last scene, and then I'll be finished, and then I should hopefully not touch it again unless it's to like fix a typo or fix a sentence. But like the whole thing should be done. Well, no, I have to do. Okay, it's not as crazy. It's not as crazy. Also, yeah, no, mid rewrite, the third one, I also had the panic, the joy panic. I don't know how else to describe this, but anyways, yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. So yeah. So anyways, I rewrite it for a third time. Don't know where I found all the words. We're at over 10,000 words now. I think it's definitely, we went from 15 pages to 26 pages to 31 pages and counting, because again, still not done. And honestly, I think I need to redo this one scene because I don't really like how they were talking in it. So, you know, but it's fine. Yeah. Also, I made a terrible mistake and I forgot to grab my water. So, we're gonna be dehydrated in this piece, mainly just because I'm too lazy to go grab it. But it's fine, guys. Everything's fine. But yeah, anyways, moral of the story, don't let me rewrite anything that I've ever written, or I will somehow find so many words. Especially if I've written it before, and then I'll write it again, and again, and again, and again. Okay, I'm starting to ramble. I'm so sorry. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. But yeah, yeah, it's over. It might honestly be 32 pages. I can't even remember. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're gonna do some big eyeballs, mainly just so I don't go freaking insane. Also, you know what might help if you lower the dang opacity, because then I don't want the inside to be sketchy. The outside can be as sketchy as it wants to be, but not the inside. That has to look like the eyeball, and then this can look like all the wrinkles. It's fine. Okay, maybe not this angled, and there we go. Anywho. Yeah, I think I'm gonna YOLO it and do game live streams. I don't know. I really don't know. Man. Okay. Oh. I did not like how that looked. Like, should they be concentrated here, maybe? I don't know. Well, I feel like the first problem, well, one of the problems is just like trying to do the whole lid in one go. See, it's fine, guys. Everything's fine. So I think if I'm doing it like that, I should probably make it a bit thinner. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, wrote the same thing 3 times. Somehow turned a 15-page thing into a 31-page thing. Which I should probably find, well, when I finish the 30-some page one, when I finish that one, I should reread the original one and then read the new one and see how they compare. But yeah, I really need to finish it. Maybe I can do that later. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. Anyhow, it's funny. I kind of like came up with the style of like creepy eyeball, doing one drawing, and I never gave it up, mainly because it really looked cool, so I kept it. We have a big boy over here. And again, Jamie, stop doing it in one thingy. Okay. Yay. Okay. Neat. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live. Maybe I could do a live with at least doing the line art and coloring. Maybe not all in the same stream, and then I'll just finish it off stream. I don't know. I will say, unless it's like a goofy type thing or just like, just chilling, probably won't ever do a sketch on here, just because I could sketch for like 3 hours and not make any progress. And yeah, trying to fix that, because that feels like a weird habit that I need to break. But yeah, it's not happening. Uh-oh. I'm bugging out. Okay, we're good. Well, not completely good, but we're good. This is fine. Okay. I'm surprised my pen hasn't given me issues. I'm not sure if it's the iPad's fault or if it's the pen's fault. It keeps tweaking out. Not horrifically to the point where it's like unusable, but it gets on my nerves because it'll be like do 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 do, and then suddenly like the line will just be like I'll just be doing a straight line and then suddenly it just goes and then I have to erase it. But for some reason it's like it takes a million years to erase and I don't understand why. It would be one thing if it was just like, okay, yeah, like we're gonna mess up your lines or whatever you're doing. It takes a million years to freaking undo, and then God only knows if it's like how many undos I have left. Sometimes though it's like I feel like it's more lazy to just keep pressing undo than to just erase it. But I don't know. That's only sometimes, especially when there's like nothing's being lost, you know? If I just hit undo. Hello. But yeah, surprised the pen hasn't been bugging out as much. Or at least I don't remember it bugging out on stream. I say that and it's gonna kick my hiney. Probably. Okay. Okay. No, I'm drawing on Medibang Paint. It's free on PC and Mac, I think, and technically free on iPad. It just has ads on it. The version I have, I think since I paid for it a while ago to be ad-free, I think they just let me keep a normal version of it because I want to say it has a subscription now. And it's really weird, but yeah. Though I do have Clip Studio. I'm just not using it right now. Yeah. It's my favorite of all the programs that I have. I need to get more comfortable with Clip Studio though. Especially for sketching, but it's just so much faster doing it on Medibang. So I don't give it up. Especially because I guess it's the brush engine. I don't know. Whatever they put in the pencil on Medibang, amazing. 10 out of 10. I unfortunately am stuck. Just like I use it for the sketching, I use it for the line art now because I figured that gave me a look that I liked. I use it for detailing certain things. It's just really nice. I can't give it up. It's like, this is like the most well spent $7 some that I've ever spent, because I use this. I've ran this app into the ground at this point. And it's funny because I only bought it because I knew I liked it from the free version on PC. I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll get it because I know it. Then I'll buy the ad-free version because I know it. And then, bam! Suddenly I'm stuck here, which kind of sucks, but it's not like I'm completely helpless with other art programs. It's just really I just like using Medibank. At least for sketching and line art, just because I know what I'm doing. And also it feels right. But I will eventually practice with the other ones. So I think Procreate is a lost cause on me just because I can't deal with it. It's like it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with the app itself. It's just me. And my aesthetic preferences. Especially for how I draw. Alright, that's like several big eyes done. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, focusing more on the big ones was definitely the move. Then I can just put the itty bitty baby ones in the middle. No idea what that looks like behind her arm, but it's okay, 'cause it doesn't matter. Anybody listen to The Living Tombstone? Anybody? Anybody here? Anybody at all? Well, I do. Man, the new song is so good. I need to listen to it more so I can learn the lyrics. I need to learn the lyrics to a few of them, because, like, I know one part, or, like, some of them, but, like, I'm not, it's not as crazy. I'm not as crazy as I used to be when I was, like, 12, unfortunately. Because, the way I don't even, well, first of all, I don't even remember learning the lyrics to some of those. It's just that someday, suddenly, one day, it just happened. One day, I was obsessed. I don't know what I would give to be 12 and hearing the Five Nights at Freddy's song for the first time again by the Living Tombstone, and then also It's Been So Long. Especially It's Been So Long. Oh my gosh, the freaking, that one, it was so freaking iconic, especially the freaking music video. It was so good. Oh my gosh. To be a little tween again. I could even make, if I had like, in a perfect like, you know, do-over scenario, all of like the fun stuff that I know about now that I would love to experience for the first time again, those have just been completely wiped from my mind, right? So like video game that you want to play for the first time again, you don't remember a lick of it. Maybe hypothetically in this scenario you remember the title, but that's about it. So hypothetically, if I got bonked back to like when I was like 5 years old, I know that there's a Legend of Zelda game called Breath of the Wild in the future, but do I know what's in it? Nope. I just know it will exist. That's it. And then when it comes out, I'll be like, ooh, yay, finally, I can play it. And see why I remembered it from my previous life. And then be like, oh my god, this is peak. This is absolute, this is the pinnacle. Oh, it would be so cool. Oh man. Yeah, nah, it would be so cool just like be able to go back in time, experience things for the first time, but also like have your current memories. So, because another thing that I would do is basically get my, if for some reason, okay, okay, so it, hi, hi, sorry. Um, yeah, in the hypothetical that I got bonked back when I was like 5, do I keep my art abilities? That is the question. With like most of my memories, like, do well, okay, I would want to keep my art ability. The sucky part though is just that I have to redraw. I'd have to redraw everything from memory, and that's gonna suck. What won't suck in this hypothetical is just that I'll be better, but like dang, I won't even have like my originals. That would hurt my feelings, actually. That would hurt my feelings a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I'll get over it, but not the point. Anyways. You know what? That's probably why. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, no, it would hurt my feelings a little bit that I wouldn't have like the originals, but I would be better at art faster, and that would be around like the peak of freaking deviant art. So I could just, oh, what trend? Oh. But yeah, no, if I got bonked back into the past with like my memories, well, most of my memories and art skills intact, got a DeviantArt account, and then got, imagine, it'd be crazy. It's just like what I want. Actually, you know, it would be crazy to have knowledge in advance of certain things, because then I could just draw fan art and then hit post. I could draw fan art like 3 years in advance and then hit post under an anonymous thing, and then under an anonymous account. Well, not really that anonymous, but like, you know what I mean. Um, like no one would know it's me, probably. What will be crazy is having. What would be crazy is having an art account. Just have my mom just legally have my mom set it up just so it's not weird, and then it's just like, yeah, she set it up just for me to post on it. It's fine. Meanwhile, it's mine. I set it up. That's not the point. Anyways, I'm thinking about this way too hard. Yeah. Okay. What time is it? No. We will actually, no. Forget what time it is. How much playlist do I have left for the music? Because that's the real problem. Okay, we have a bit of time. We have a bit of time. Though maybe like 2 a.m. I'll probably clock out. Mainly just because it's late and I'm still hurting from freaking Hershey Park. So that's fun. It's like, have not been to that park or in a pool in a freaking decade, and then suddenly I'm doing everything in the same day. It was crazy. Yeah, how's everybody doing this fine night? Or day. I don't know what time it is for everybody. Nice. Nice. That's good. I would like to also put it on the records that can somebody please, if I ever decide to draw something creepy again, not to do this to the background. Just remind me not to do this to the background, because I can't do this. I already did this one time with a bunch of freaking nose in the background, and I got away with that because I could copy paste them because it was just no pasted, but these all have to look in the same direction and also kind of have to like look right, so I can't do that. I mean, I probably could if I were better, but I'm not, so here we are. Gotta make it look a little wrinkly. And then it'll look good. I'm so excited for October. I'm gonna watch so many movies. I'm gonna rewatch Coraline. I'm gonna rewatch Monster House. And then after that, I have no idea. XP and Roblox? Or is this something else? It's like Coraline and Monster House. Did I? Oh, well, okay. I can watch it. I haven't watched it. I watched Welcome to Derry, but I didn't watch either of the movies. Mainly because I was trying to be a big girl. Scary things scare me. Um, obviously, it's supposed to scare you. Silly. Yeah. But you know, I don't do scary stuff like that. But look, Five Nights at Freddy's was my limit, okay? that was I honestly, it was like when I was 12 too. I was just like, yeah, no, if we get a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, that's the only scary movie I will ever see. Because, you know, it scared the crap out of me back then. I'm fine now, but I can't, like, you know, but like, yeah, so I feel like, so I started Welcome to Derry because I was just like, well, it's October, it's Halloween, just watch it. So I watched it. It was really good. It was creepy. It was creepy, but like it was so good that I was just like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I will be a big girl. I'll watch it. And so I did. I don't regret it. It surprisingly didn't give me nightmares. So thank goodness, I guess my tolerance went up for that. Which, I mean, it makes sense. If you know me, it makes sense. But it's fine. Anyways, I watch it, but I didn't watch the movies. So I was just like, oh, I'll just watch the movies. And then I put it off, and then I put it off. And mind you, this happened last October. It is about to be a year. So at this point, I'm just gonna wait until October and then I'll watch the movies and see how that is. Which also doing the same thing. Also, well, I technically did the same thing for Scream. I think that's like I haven't seen. I've only technically watched like the first one and then more of the new ones. But like nothing in the middle. But it's not my fault. It's just the freaking streaming service. Every time I tried to watch it like a sane person, it was just like, yeah, no, you can't watch this. So I eventually gave up. I tried to watch it because we were at the beach. And I was just like, ooh, well, I'll just watch I'll just watch the Scream movies because, like, you know, I would like to see that because I would like to watch the newer ones. So I could watch that. But it was just like, no. So guess who watched the freaking kill counts instead? And it was fine. It was just like, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just like, it's not supposed to be a movie summary. Yes, it's not. But what else am I supposed to do? when the freaking streaming service wanted Netflix wouldn't have done that to me. Netflix wouldn't have done that to me. Netflix would have played it eventually if it was having a bad day. But like it's like several times on multiple different days, I was just like, nope, we're not playing this for you. Sorry, not sorry. Get wrecked. But it would play other things. It just wouldn't play Scream 2. So I never got to watch Scream 2, unfortunately. But I'll watch it eventually. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll watch it eventually. It's just apparently just not happening. Yeah. Anywho. Just had a cool idea that I could do with some of the eyes. Yes, okay. Okay, doke. Yeah, Netflix done that to me. Anyways, so watch the new one because I found it online somewhere. So I'm gonna watch it for Halloween. I'm celebrating all month, and then I'm probably gonna watch Sinners again because I really like Sinners, even though it makes me cry. It still makes me cry. By the time the freaking end of the movie comes back around, but it's so good. It's like, I think it's like, straight up, I think Sinners is like the only movie that I know makes me cry and hurts my feelings, but that I'll watch more than once. I think it's the only one, because like, especially like only like really good movie, because like what, man, what was the Magnificent Seven? I can't remember what the movie was called, but basically, like, spoilers, I guess, if you ever saw that in passing and want to watch it, yeah, everyone died. Basically, like half of them die. We saw that in theaters. I don't think and didn't watch it again. I never watched it again. It was a great movie, but I refused to watch it again. So there was that. Then Logan, he died. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I was hurt. The movie hurt me. Yeah, like the last, like, I know most of them survived, but like the last Hobbit movie. The Hobbit movies are the best thing to happen to little, it was like the best thing to happen to little me. But I've seen the first two movies an unhealthy amount of times. But I could watch the third movie like I've never seen it before, because I don't want to watch them die in that, because I'll just start crying. It'll hurt my feelings. So I refuse to watch it. And I haven't. So basically, that's like a brand spanking new movie. As far as I'm concerned, they never made it. It's like, sometimes, as far as I'm concerned, they never made a third one. It just ended with Smaug and rushing towards the freaking city, Lake Town, sorry. And that was it. Which, by the way, I feel like that explains my previous story of dragon burning down the city and me being insane about it. But it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. But yeah, what other movies have I only like seen once or twice? Oh, Princess and the Frog. Oh my god. Okay, so I saw that in theaters with my aunt when I was little. Okay, I was little. Ray. I had seen. I'm like 90% sure that I have seen Princess and the Frog before the last 6-ish years. I am 90% sure that I had only seen Princess and the Frog like 2 times. Once in the theaters, and then once when I got it home because I had to watch it with my mom. That was it. Cause Ray dying hurt my feelings so bad. I refused to watch it again, apparently. And it was so good. The movie's so good. Dude's probably my favorite Disney villain, but Jesus. and it's funny because like then I watched it for a Halloween. Yeah, I watched it for a Halloween within the last few years, and I was like kind of sitting there and just like, I really don't think I've watched this more than those 2 times, because then I watched Ray die, and I was just started bawling. Then the credits started rolling, and I was just crying really bad. But also, you know what? I might just be a crybaby, because I also started crying watching Tangled when the credits started rolling and the song kicked in, because good times. Anyways, but yeah, I do not usually watch movies that I know make me cry or hurt my feelings really bad, or are depressing. But Sinners is just so good, and also vampires, man. I might also just be starved for like good vampire stuff that I'm just like, I don't care if it hurts me, I need to watch it again. It's just so good. So I'm gonna watch that again. And it's gonna be peak. I don't know. But I'm gonna watch it again. Okay, Coraline, Monster House, Sinner, Scream, It, what other things? Oh, and then whatever the heck is on. Oh, maybe, if the law allows, I can finally watch Interview with a Vampire. I would consider it like Tumblr recommendation at this point. Which Tumblr never steers me wrong personally. Like ever. Like never ever. It's just like, oh yeah, Super Hulock. Okay. 12-year-old me said earnestly and unknowingly that it would ruin her life. Just like, yeah, and it's funny because some people will just be like, yeah, no, I don't watch Supernatural, but they'll watch Doctor Who, or yeah, I don't watch Doctor Who or Sherlock, but Supernatural. Me over here, I'm just like, yes, no, I need to watch all 3 for the full experience. I did. It was peak, and yeah, I do not regret my time. The only thing that I really should rewatch Sherlock with more of my frontal lobe developed. Or my brain has finished cooking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I could just. Well, no. A Supernatural rewatch should be begun now. I need to. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna watch Interview with a Vampire, but I have to watch that with my mom, so I don't know how fast that's gonna go. Unless there's only 10 episodes a season, which there probably is, now that I say it out loud. There might only be 8. Because, they just be stingy with this stuff now for some reason, so I don't know. It's don't want to give us episodes anymore. Which, it's... I feel like it goes multiple ways, because it's just I'm gonna bring up Bridgerton, she's gonna bring up Bridgerton again, but okay, fine, you don't want to give us a new season every freaking year, even though for Bridgerton I feel would be very easy, especially compared to stuff like freaking House of the Dragon. They have to animate those dragons and make them look good. So that's their singular past. Same thing with Rings of Power. They're in Middle Earth. Middle Earth. Okay? They have a past. They have to make that look good. But, like, the problem... like, the problem comes from you having your show is firmly set in some form of reality, no magic or shenanigans, which that's another point, which I'll probably go into a tangent on, that we should have Bridgerton, but for magical creatures, because I would die. I would, it would be so good. It would be so good. Imagine, oh my god, I'm going off track. Who cares? Imagine Bridgerton, magical creatures. Imagine Bridgerton, love interest, vampire, something. Just imagine it. Just imagine it. It would be so peak. It would be so good. Just like, oh yeah, the guy, the male lead in this season, he's a freaking werewolf. It's great. Imagine it. Oh my gosh, even worse. Imagine, like, it's like, okay, Bridgerton style, right? One of the like, if it's Bridgerton style, we're gonna marry off all of the siblings. Like, yeah, we're gonna marry all of them off in each different season. Imagine, like, they're what, a family of vampires. Let's say that, because that would be, I mean, just, you know, whatever, it's fine. I'll just imagine it. And then, like, season, I don't know, but, like, it would be some wicked enemies to lovers shenanigans, because, like, imagine, I keep saying imagine, but, like, imagine, like, then, like, the love interest one season is the werewolf vampire rivalries. Are you kidding me? It would be peak. It would be the best thing ever. And they would also have a freaking excuse to not have the seasons freaking every year, because I would imagine that trying to animate characters transforming in, sorry, that was weird. I'd imagine having to animate the freaking characters transforming into monsters and stuff would take longer. But even then, it's just, oh man. But anyways, I just think with a show like Bridgerton, where we have a lot of characters, they should be able to have more episodes. Hello! How's it going? You've stumbled upon me ranting about Bridgerton somehow. Nice. I should get a snack. I know it's about to be like 2 a.m., but oh well. That's fine. I'll do it later. Maybe. I'll feel better when I get my water, actually. So, that's fine. Anywho, yeah. Bridgerton. I feel like it would be more advantageous because to have more episodes per season, especially for how long it takes. And then, in addition to how long it takes for them to, like, pump out a season, they have so many characters. Like, we need wiggle room. Plus, having more episodes would let, like, the main couple slow burn some more. Which, you know, slow burn. Really good. Really good. But yeah. I feel like I've done nothing, but I did. Oops. Aw. I don't know if you can still hear, but it's okay. Hmm. But, yeah. But yeah, it's like they should just have like 16 episodes at least. Like, 'cause yeah, they have to go through the main plot. But then we have to deal with other characters and their side stories. And this isn't even at full capacity, technically, because yeah. But anyways, yeah, I just they should really do that. And then there's another thing with the fantasy ones, though. Dang. Dang. Then there's another thing with the fantasy shows, like the high fantasy shows, which is a different issue, which I feel like they should just be animated, so then we can, suspension of disbelief or whatever. Oh, I'm drawing one of my OCs. I'm currently doing the background though. Which definitely gonna end up finishing this off stream because this is taking forever. Thank you. Thanks. I'm excited to do the lighting for her eyes and then the glitchy effects that I'll probably add. The string right now is the best part because, like, look at that. Oh, she's so cool. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh, and then when the eyes are done, it'll be cool because they'll look like this. And I add a little bit of filter just so like you can kind of separate them from the background. It doesn't really help with the lower ones because those are supposed to be lighter anyway, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyways. But yeah. Still debating on whether or not I want to add gore and stuff, but at the moment it's just her puppeteering herself because we like edgy things. I think the funny part, when I think about like where Danny came from originally in my head, which this is Danny. She's crazy. Though canonically it's very complicated. Anyways, yeah, no, when I think about where she came from, it's with the creepypasta stuff. I do wonder if you can actually, like, I do wonder if people can actually tell, like, oh yeah, no, you were in this fandom when you. Yeah, I wonder if people can actually tell. It's just like, oh yeah, you were in this fandom because your art looks like this. I wonder if people can actually tell. Thank you. I've just been working on the eyeballs in the background. but like most of the stream, I need to like mainly because I don't really have much else to do. And maybe like shade her shirt and then do the lighting and stuff. But that's probably just gonna be me by myself. Thank you. I'm excited when the background's done because it'll be worth it. Because like, look at this, like subtle, and then I think I'm gonna like select the irises or whatever. I think I'm gonna select those and then turn those like a brighter color so you can actually see them. Well, so then you can see them better. And then I can have a few multicolored ones as a callback to another drawing that I did, which technically features the god that made her and the other demons like her. It's fine. It'll be cool. It'll be cool and it'll be worth it. It'll be worth me going crazy and ranting about Bridgerton and a bunch of other shows for nearly 2 hours. Okay. And also rambling about other things. Fine. Totally fine. Everything's fine. But yes, thank you. We're just yeah, we're just working on all of these eyeballs, and then I have to do the other side of her, but that'll be a later problem. That shouldn't be there. Okay. But yeah, I do wonder sometimes if people can tell what fandoms I've been in from how I draw. Which I should make a video. Yeah, okay, that should be the next video. Like, can you tell what fandom I was in? And see what happens. And then look up fan art from that era and then see, look up fan art from that and then see what happens. Though it would be hilarious if someone said Hamilton, because I have never seen it in my life. I need to fix that. I've seen clips, but like I haven't like actually watched it. But that feels like a thing. Though if someone's just said you were on Tumblr, that would kill me a little bit. Just a little bit. Because they're not wrong, but like dang. It just looks like Tumblr to you. That's crazy. Especially because, I mean, there's like the... they would have to say it looks like Tumblr with like in parentheses, like affectionate in parentheses instead of derogatory in parentheses, because Tumblr art style can go many a different way, which is like not, people just draw however they want. But it's crazy when you can, it's not, but there was an incident recently with the internet and they were showing, and they were like, they found the guy's art. And I was just like, oh, I know exactly what corner of Tumblr you were on. Because I looked at it from a window glass. I looked at it from across the street because there was a lot of discourse in there and I wanted no part of it. So I just watched the drama from a distance. But it was crazy because I was just like, this looks exactly like so-and-so's art. And I found it, and and I showed friends who had no idea what the heck I was talking about. It was hilarious. But yeah, it was just like, oh, I know, which, yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, technically not an art tutorial today. Maybe we can do that in another stream. We can you know what, we can commit to a goofing off art stream eventually. Mainly because I do think that would be fun, just to grab a canvas and go for it. I am 24. I'll be honest about that. I'm grown, so it's fine. Am I elderly? Am I unk? Am I chopped? Guys. Oh, dang. Like, you can hang out if you want. I'm not gonna kick you out. I'm also not saying anything weird or doing anything. Just, you know, we're just drawing. Okay, how much time do I have? I know I said I was gonna dip at like 2, but how many songs do I have left? Okay, we have time. It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. Totally fine. But yeah, and then trying to go back to hopefully not getting sidetracked with my own conversation. Fantasy shows should be animated. They should just be animated. They take too long anyway. They should just be animated. Then you don't have to worry about anything else. Just like, oh yeah, well, I mean, just like, not really that you don't have to worry about anything else because it still has to be animated. But within like an animated show, it suspension of disbelief is so much easier to pull off with something animated, and it can be. And honestly, if we're being for real, it should be animated like Arcane, but it's fine. Mainly just because, like, you know, especially if we're adapting something from a book. I think Arcane stories, you know, it's so good. Arcane just looks so good. Okay, I should rewatch it. I really should just rewatch. Maybe that can also be a thing that I watch in October. It's not scary or anything, it's just peak. So, it's fine. It's like any other thing, any other random thing. But yeah, no, just I think the fantasy shows should just be animated. They could get away with a lot. You could get away with a lot, especially if the main cast is like 12. Sorry. But like, you know, especially if like the main cast is little, then you don't have to worry about it technically. I mean, technically speaking, they could just get them to voice things like several years in advance. And that's another thing. The people making, like, producing, publishing, Netflix. Okay, let's just say Netflix is a be-all catch-all. Netflix should be ordering 2 seasons of things. They should just automatically be ordering 2 seasons of things, if for no other reason than to make sure that, like, people won't cuss them out when a show starts and then ends on a cliffhanger because they cancel the show. With 2 seasons, if the first season doesn't freaking do well, then you just give them the second season, tell them to wrap it up, and then it's fine. Just order 2 seasons of something. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like that would be much easier. It's just like, get everyone in the writer's room, tell them blah 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 blah. If it doesn't do well, you just have to redo the ending. That's it. I feel like that would be redo the ending, cut out a few things, maybe, I don't know, and that's it. But, like, I feel like people would be less mad at them if they did that, because then it's just like, okay, well, Netflix just makes, like, 2-season shows a lot, but they don't get canceled and leave me hanging, so it's fine. But they don't do that. They leave us hanging, then you don't want to ever watch anything ever. Which is probably definitely another thing getting me. Another reason why I don't watch as many TV shows now, because I just, like, everything that I like gets canceled. Like, after a season. Like, everything that's, like, actually worth it to watch. It's just like, oh, you like this? Nope. All I have left is, like, big IPs, unfortunately. Well, maybe not all I have left, but that's, like, the main, like, that's, like, the safe thing. Safe thing. Usually. Big IPs or stuff from creators who have money and don't care. And just make things for the love of the game. But yeah. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's fine. Anyways. But yeah. Fantasy shows should be animated. Normal-ish shows based in reality mostly should have more episodes. If they're gonna take forever to come out, they should have more episodes. And then also on Netflix specifically, they need to stop doing the part 1 and part 2 thing and just either release the episodes weekly or drop them all at once, because the part 1, part 2 thing is annoying. It's very annoying. And, like, people don't like the... yeah, it's just like, people don't like, you know, like, having to wait for stuff. And I understand that. I don't either, but Netflix's problem with, like, because I feel like part of they have a problem with stuff dying down too fast. That would just be solved by weekly, because, like, the freaking hype and discussion around season 4 of Stranger Things, because they had the part, well, all of the episodes, and then the last episode at, like, the end of the month or something. I can't remember. It's been a minute. And all, like, everyone talking about it and theorizing and blah, 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 blah. That was crazy. And they got the wrong message out of that, which was just do part 1, part 2. They should just drop them weekly. Just drop them weekly. It would last longer, because, like, the last season, it would have netted them, like, an extra week had they just dropped it weekly. It wouldn't have helped with anything else, but this is just on Netflix's end, not, like, for, like, the specific shows themselves. It's just, drop them weekly, because then when you drop things weekly, then that gives people time to theorize and talk about it, instead of when you drop all of the episodes at once. People are just going to talk about it. There's no theories, no like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode. Like, we gotta find out what happens next. There's none of that. There's just people talking about the episodes, making their think pieces for maybe like 2 weeks, and then it patterns out. You drop, and then if you drop things in chunk one part, and then chunk two, you get basically half of that. You get like half of that, plus theorizing what's gonna happen in the next chunk. But then when the second chunk happens, then it's just like, again, then it's business as usual. People talking about what happened, blah blah blah, and then we move on until the show comes back on, or unless it doesn't get canceled. If you just dropped it weekly, then we have stuff to talk about and stuff to look forward to. I don't know. I just feel like I just don't like the part 1, part 2 thing. I'd rather them just drop it weekly, especially because then that's less to watch at once. But that's the other thing with like, yeah, because people are like, well, I don't want, like, they'd rather binge watch anyway. And it's just like, well, I mean, if you can't, I think it was like, I'd rather binge watch anyway. And then something about spoilers, which was weird. But it was just like, if you're gonna binge watch it anyway, unless you're planning on getting the whole show in on that single day, you're gonna get spoiled if you go online anyway. For like the whole thing. Like not even just like, oh, one episode. The whole thing. They drop the whole show at once. Weekly, you can just watch it on the weekend, casually, catch up, be done, then rinse and repeat, do it the next one. I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird like thing to be against, because I understand, but also, yeah, so it's like, I understand not wanting to like wait, but like if you I don't know, like I understand not wanting to wait, because that would be annoying, especially from Netflix of all people. That would be really annoying. But the part 1 part 2 thing is worse. Anyways, yeah, plus then giving their shows room to breathe would probably net more viewers, because then people would be talking about it, and then people who aren't watching it would be like, ooh, I wonder what everyone's talking about. Ooh, there's only 3 episodes, let's watch it and catch up, so then we can be part of the discussion, because of the whole other thing. Yeah, I don't know. They definitely need better math for that. I don't know. I'm talking out the side of my neck. There's probably more things going into that, but that just feels like the obvious thing is just like, just release episodes weekly and stop canceling things. And then also, or not even stop canceling things, prepare in advance. Prepare the money in advance. Give them money for 2 seasons. If the first season does well, great. Give them a 3rd season. They already got the 2nd season. If the first season does terribly, give them the 2nd season so they can wrap everything up. That's it. That's all they have to do. And then for things that you know are gonna get more seasons, just confirm all of them. I don't understand why. I don't understand, like, I feel like Bridgerton, don't they like confirm that like mid-season, or like amongst like the end season? They're just like, yeah, the season got renewed. Why didn't you just renew all of that at the same time? I feel like it would just be, also I feel like it would just be cheaper to rent out whatever the freak place they do with that. I don't know. Just do it all at once. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy. It's late. I'm still tired from yesterday. Yeah. Oh boy. And I feel like I'm losing my voice. It's fine, probably. Okay. I feel okay. Okay, anyways, I feel accomplished, and it's been exactly 2 hours. Well, 2 hours and 1 minute. I am going to end the stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know when that will be. We might be playing a game. I'm not sure. Mainly because I don't really have anything art-wise to work on stream. Well, nothing big like this. I might do smaller things, mainly just so I can finish them. Because this is gonna take a minute. Like, I'm gonna keep working on this after the stream. I'm just cutting it here so I can be slightly responsible and also adhere to a slight schedule. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one, whether that be more art or gaming. We'll find out. Anyways, bye!